Hey everyone! We're going to be talking about my favorite author, Michael Crichton, and the Michael Crichton I haven't read yet. So let's go ahead and get into it. There are quite a few Michael Crichton that I haven't quite read yet. I've read most of his books under his own name, but there are a couple that I just haven't read. The first is Airframe. This is one that I've just heard is very slow and kind of boring. So I believe he wrote this one while he was writing for ER. So that kind of plays into it that he was very busy, and so it's not his best. So Airframe is probably going to be one of the last ones I read because I've just heard it's not the best. Next is Dragon Teeth here. So Dragon Teeth is a book that is posthumous, meaning that it was published after he died. I believe this one, though, he wrote all of it. It just wasn't finished up yet. So this one is a story about people searching for fossils, I believe. And so that's probably the one I'm going to read next because I've heard it's quite good. My boss has read it, so he recommended it to me. So I'm definitely going to read that one. He read it thinking that it was the Jurassic Park sequel, which it is not. This is not a Jurassic Park sequel. So I'm going to keep that in mind and make sure that I know not to expect it to be a Jurassic Park sequel, and I feel like I'll like it quite a bit if I keep that in mind. Next is Prey. Prey is actually the story that I thought State of Fear was. So Prey is about nanotechnology as far as I'm aware. I might be mixing it up with micro, but I'm not quite sure. So I believe Prey is little mini surveillance bugs that like become a swarm and have like their own life, and then they like get out of control, as far as I know. So this one is very interesting to me because I really don't like surveillance stuff going on. I'm gonna try to keep this pretty non-political, but right now that's kind of concerning me. So this one I think will be a little bit too close to home. So we'll see. But I do want to read it. Pray. Next is next. I'm not really sure about this one. I think I've heard that it's pretty bad as well. It's like one of his worst. So again, I'm gonna kind of wait on it. I'll only read it just to have read all Michael Crichton. Next is Pirate Latitudes, which is why I've been using my right hand and not my left. Pirate Latitudes is another posthumous book, as in it was written after he died, or it was finished after he died. The notes on it were pretty good. I believe someone else did finish it. It is not written on here that someone finished it, I don't think. But that's just what I hear through the grapevine. So this one is interesting. I'm very excited because I love the sea and books where they go on water. So I'm very excited about this one. So this one will be pretty soon. Next is Eruption. That's another posthumous one. This one, I believe, was finished by Patterson, who I've heard is good. So we'll see how I like that one. I don't really know when I'll read it though, but I do think it's on Kindle Prime. I don't think it's called Kindle Prime. What is it called? Like the Kindle membership. It's like included in that. So that's kind of nice that some of these are included in that membership. And then the one that I think is the oldest out of this list that I haven't read is the sequel to Andromeda Strain. That one I should be reading soon as well. I have read Andromeda Strain, and I did like it. As far as I remember, it's been a minute. But this is the sequel, so I might have to read Andromeda Strain again first because I don't quite remember everything from that book, and then I'll read the sequel. The very last of the books that I have not read from Michael Crichton is all the John Lang books. So Michael Crichton began his career writing under a nom de plume or another name. So John Lang is his other group of works, and I believe they're murder mystery. I may be wrong about that, so I apologize if I am incorrect on that. But these books right here are all of his John Lang books, and I haven't read any John Lang books. So I'm a little cautious about them because it's going to be so different than his other works. His other works are usually standalones, usually very intense, usually well-paced, and I'm not quite sure about the John Lang books, if they're going to be similar or if they're a series. They kind of seem like a series as far as I'm aware, but we'll see. So those ones will be in the future someday because I do want to finish all of his bibliography. So that's the plan for my favorite author. If you have not read Michael Crichton, please do so. I have a couple of videos here that I highly recommend. The Beginner's Guide to Michael Crichton and my Top 10 Michael Crichton are really great videos to watch if you're not quite sure where to start with Michael Crichton. He is a fantastic author, and I really highly recommend him. I wish that people read him more nowadays. He used to be so huge, and he's really, since he's passed away, kind of been forgotten, and I really don't want him to be forgotten because he is so talented. So yeah, go ahead and pick up Michael Crichton if you haven't already, and if you've read any of these books that I haven't read, please let me know down in the comments which one you like best. I would love to hear from you. All right, see you next time. Bye.